Hello, and welcome, guys, to another video here. Now, if you guys are kind of like, I could change a little bit from our beautiful championship manager, well, this is the game that I recommended before in a previous video, as well as Sensible World of Soccer or Ultimate Soccer Manager 2, as great games that I used to play back in the day. They're like pretty much almost from the same generation, and they're pretty badass, alright? So this is what happens when you start the game, the Premier Manager 98. We have the options to check out the database where you're going to get curiosities about managers and players, stuff that is pretty cool, actually decent. Then you can go Manager League where you can choose any team from the English League, from whichever division you want. Or you can go for the full-on Total Control Pro Manager League option. You notice, but there is an option here of making the players age or not. So the players can always be the same age forever and ever and ever, which is pretty cool as well. Like, this is not a game as rigorous as Championship Manager 102, but it is a pretty decent game and you can have a lot of fun. So, to have a lot of fun, why don't you just go Total Control and screw that little detail, right? So let's call this Afonso, and let's get a club. Let's get a club. Which club? I don't know. Let's go for Darlington or something. Whatever. So we're Darlington. The first thing you got to do is define these four friendlies. The friendlies will be basically away, all of them, pretty much, because your team is really bad in status. Even if you go and play against these crappy teams, you're always going to play away because you are still a third division shitty little club, and those are all first division clubs. So once you select your club, here you go into the main screen, the one that's always going to be there, like the one and only that you can rely on, right? So here we have like guys to sign. I recommend you guys just signing 5-star staff, right? Nothing more, nothing less. If you go for a 4.5, that's not too bad because you can still train 5 players. But if you can get something even better, right? That is the rationale, the easy rationale that you can find. I'm probably going to sign, I don't know, 15 players I can train with that scenario. The youth scout, it would be really amazing if the guy had 5 stars. You can always like go back and restart and whatever until you actually have like a 5-star youth scout, because this guy is going to go to work right now and it's going to take like 35 weeks. And once those weeks are over, you sure don't want to get some shit player in your club. That is absolutely true, right? So let's go. You can even scout like guys with shooting, which is annoying. And this is going to take 35 weeks. You don't need a youth coach for now because you don't have any player. Once he finds a player in 35 weeks, then you can sign the contract, move him here, and start training him, right? So there's not actually a rush there. So this is the finances. You can check your expenses, your income per season, per week. Easy. This is your ground, all right? This is what you can improve. So this is what is currently under work, so basically nothing, and this is what you can improve. This is the stadium. It's pretty bad. You can convert the seats. You can improve the facilities, floodlights, changing rooms, undersoil heating, blah. Everything has a cost. Everything takes an X amount of time. Some things are not even very expensive, not at all. They're very cheap. And then you got the car park as well. So seats, car park here, right? Facilities and service. And that is it. There's nothing more here. It's pretty easy. I mean, easy. What did I select? I don't even know. Something maybe. Toilets. So be it. Let them do the toilets. I got 700,000 to play with. These are the players I have, and this is the transfer list. When you press transfers, there you go. The current offers, or the offers you want to do. So these are the current offers. This is the scout. You don't have a scout, but if you do, you can actually do. Tell him to go somewhere, find a player by position, quality, role. And what is this? What am I talking about here? This is the thing, I guess. When you offer like a contract, for example, let's go here to Andrei Shevchenko, which is the guy that I usually sign. So this is what the club is asking, not too much. Then you can increase the wage, you can give them whatever, and the amount of time. You can put those little clauses there as well. And these are the ones that you can manipulate. The attributes that you can actually train are these ones: handling, passing, dribbling, heading, tackling, and shooting. Right? These you cannot touch. These are what they are, and they will never change no matter what you do. So some players that have like great handling, passing, or dribble, whatever. Some players have a lot of these movable attributes high, but then they have shitty ones here, or vice versa. And in the end, this is going to go into an average here, the rating, right? It will give him something, some numbers, something, whatever. This is the team that we have to kick off. We can go and load up one of my tactics. Why not? Kind of centralized as well. Similar to the Championship Manager style, but totally different. Not even in the same planet. It's not the same story. So right back, left back, just defining like a few players. This guy is on the right. This guy is on the left. This guy has to be, or should be, ideally a forward. Maybe Naylor can go there. Who else do we have? We have this Dorner guy who can go into the middle. And then we're kind of like, right? Kind of like stuck here. This guy could be the right. This guy could be in the center. Sure, why not? But we need more stuff, right? The team is pretty poor. This is the beginning of the situation here. You can check them as well by rating, or you can check them by parameters, right? I'm gonna put Atkinson there, and he is an inside center right as well. Now, when you go here into the positions, this is pretty relevant. A left winger is a guy who's going to actually attempt to go himself and score goals, right? But a left forward doesn't have the same thing to him, which is weird, but it's true. Central striker is another guy who plays like more in the midfield instead of like up front. But Shut in this scenario, he should actually like be a central forward, but I'll leave him as he is. This guy Atkinson should be like an inside left, I suppose, because he's on the left. So inside left, inside right, central midfielder, let's call him that, and so forth and so on. But the team is pretty weak. The average rating is 60, and it's not exactly what we want, right? So we're going to sign some players, but first let's just do this. So the team is kind of like defined, all right? This is like my team, I suppose. Maybe Hope is a little bit better. We'll see. Let's compare him. Then he got 13, which is really horrible. No, he's not even a goalkeeper. The only goalkeeper I have is Priest. So Priest will play there for sure. And who's not going to play here is Crosby, I suppose. Crosby is even worse than his friend there. So there you go. Still the same story, 60 rating, right? Now, when you go here to the training, considering that I only have 3 guys signed, and each one of them will allow me to train 5 guys, so 5 guys, 5 guys, 5 guys. And once I have all of this complete, of course I can train 30 players, but for now only 15. I'm only going to focus on the 15 that I really use, I suppose. That's it. I'm going to put these guys on general, going to put Priest on general, Barnard, I think. Who else? Fickling, Barnard, Brighton, Hope. So Fickling, Barnard, Brighton, Hope. Brighton, Hope. Fickling. Atkinson, I think he's there. Who else is there? Naylor, Lowe, Oliver, Shutt, Atkinson. Naylor, Lowe, Oliver, Shutt, and Atkinson. Oliver, Atkinson, Lowe. Where's Shutt? There's Shutt, right? So now I have 11 there, so therefore I'm going to put some more here training, especially the guys that I see with more potential, at least the guys with 60, at least for now, just to kick off, just to get me rolling. Bromwell doesn't actually seem like a really bad player, by the contrary. So we could actually play on the right, I suppose. Why wouldn't I do that? Right? No questions there. So goodbye for you, Shut. Maybe you can go there. Who cares? No one cares here because this is just what it is. It is the preseason, right? So I have these guys training, right? This general training, unfortunately, will only give me like 5 attributes in each position, and then it will stop. And then I'll have to specialize the guys to whatever I want them to go forward to. Keep in mind that it's very hard to give them more than 20 from the base of where they are. So you can See that these guys, for as much as you can develop them, they will never become superstars, right? They are conditioned for things such as quality. These unmutable attributes, where quality and speed and stamina will be the most relevant ones. Fitness and morale will increase as much as you play them, so that's not, yeah, that's fine. See, with that little set, we even increased the rating to 61, just not too bad. Then we have the option of looking at the match results, the briefing, highlights, or watch the whole match. If you go to highlights and you put something like this, whatever, like they will only show you the highlights. It will give you like a little bit of commentary and then show you the highlights, right? So team defined, train defined, right? No one is injured. You don't have a physiotherapist in case shit hits the fan. The physiotherapist will reduce the time that the guy is injured for to half of what that is. And I'll show you with the more developed save later, like differences and things that will happen or tend to happen or so forth and so on. When you start this game though, Premier Manager 98 is a very well defined thing. When you start in the third division, you can only get like these usually second or third division players, and you can't go much further than that. And there are some few players that you want to get. There are some good ones, some better, of course, whatever, but there are some cheap ones that can actually be handy. And why not have them if you can, like this guy. I'm gonna try to get this goalkeeper, so I'm gonna give him like something like this. Nothing too crazy. 5 years for Boswell there. Brighton and Hove. I think they have another player here that is interesting. They have this McDonald. Yes. I think I had McDonald in my short list that I have here for you guys. It's something like that. Don't know exactly what he wants. Let's be honest here, but we'll give him a contract. Why not? Atkinson, no. Cambridge United. They have some guy as well. They got Thompson, a defender that I might want for myself. Why not? Even though he's underdeveloped there, he has some attributes. He's got an average, and he's very cheap. That is superior to what I usually have here. Now, another club that has a lot to offer is, I think, no. Cambridge done, Arlpool. Who do they have here that is interesting? Oh, Harper was another target for the goalkeeper. Maybe I'll get a Harper instead of Boswell, to be honest with you. Why not? Can always condition that contract that I gave Boswell there. Wherever he is. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. Doesn't matter. If he comes, he comes. This guy, Baird, for example, he's really bad here in his attributes, but he's got quality 75, speed 84, so his rating is 74. This guy is super cheap. So I would say he is totally worth giving him a contract if you can. He's not going to get older, don't forget, so he's got to be 33 forever and ever. It doesn't really matter, right? So this is a good player that you can always invest on. Always. Oh, they will only let me make 5 offers per week, so there's more guys to go. Anyway, the first week is going to pass right after this first friendly match. See how we go. There's the team tactics here as well that I forgot to go through. So I mean, personally, I like to give these guys more passing, a little bit less counter-attack if possible. Clearances, I can go there. Marking zonal, clearances short. Well, we'll see how this goes anyway. I'm gonna lose this game anyway. It's just for a demonstration. I got my current offers here, as you can see. Boswell was that guy from Barnet that I don't want him to come because I hope that the other guy is coming. So if I do this, he should be refused. Maybe not. We'll see. Still there. Maybe I'll sign him. Whatever. So we'll just go and do this game, right? So we got this defined, tactics are defined, training is defined. I got some bids on the table. I have some players that I really do not want, like this guy. He's not doing anything here. This Regan is not doing anything here. Might as well just list the guy. Crosby as well. Not that I remember, to be honest with you. Davos, for sure not in. Who else is not in? Lowe? No, Thurnbull. I don't even remember him, so I'm going to put some guys on the list, considering that I'm going to sign some players. Keep in mind that you always have to have at least 5 subs, or the game will end in the end of the season. if you finalize the season, example, you got 15 play, you got those 5 subs on the bench, so you got 16 players, and one of the guys expires in the end of the year, and you don't renew the contract. Poof, you drop to 14, automatically you're out of the game. The game will sack you, and it's not like you can choose another club. You're gone. Another thing you can't have is negative finances, or you're fucked. You're totally, totally fucked. Okay, this is the confidence that goes all the way to 10. We're just kicking off, and these are like some basic explanations, but we'll go through a few games here. At least the first one, I'll give you the highlights, and then we'll just to get this thing under some dynamics. So Fickling is going there. Happy out. Got a little special camera, and he missed. But it's pretty cool, this engine, the way it works, at least in my opinion. It is a little bit different than Championship Manager, as I said before, but it's still a pretty decent game. It's really cool to kill the boredom. If you're bored or you want something different to try, why not? Just try it, because it is super decent. I'll show you some more players that I really like. If after this week passes, which passes after the first friendly game. The first friendly game is 1 week gone, and then you only get the other week gone after all the friendlies are done, plus the first fixture of the league. Sign Boswell, sign Bird, sign McDonald, sign Thompson, sign Harper. One bid, adios, hopefully. There you go. At least one guy is out. I got 400 and something. And now that I'm playing home against Jazz here, I got this offer for the boards for the season, which I'm going to accept, and reduce the ticket price to 5. The ticket price in your stadium can vary until 25. When you start in the 3rd division, unless you go into the later stages of the cup, you're playing at home, increase this to the maximum you can, because it might make a huge difference in your budget. So now we got 800 and something thousand here with that little income from the board sell. Let's go again to the staff. Every week you will get a new fresh bunch of staff that you can sign, right? Every week. So it's always worth it to go there all the time. And if you can, guys, don't go for staff that are kind of shit, because there's just no point. You have plenty of time to sign guys, and it's not like you need to sign crap, because if you sack him, if you sack a guy, for example, you'll have to pay him a compensation until the end of the season. Like, it's not much, but when you're starting the game and you're poor, it kind of is relevant, and you don't want to be that guy. So just make sure that you're not doing the wrong thing. Don't sign guys that you really do not need, because just don't do that to yourself. So new goalkeeper, that's way better than Priest. So that's gonna happen for sure. Barrett is my new striker that I'm not gonna hesitate to throw on top. Who else do we have here? We got McDonald, who is the left forward. Boom, just like that. Who else did we sign here? Oh yeah, we signed Thompson. Was way better than Hope. And we got Harper, who is a goalkeeper, even way better than Boswell. So Priest is another guy to add on to the transfer list. We are not interested in having him anymore. We got 2 goalkeepers. We were a little bit too ambitious, I think. We weren't supposed to get that many, but we got them. They're here. What are we gonna do? Davis, Crosby, Dorner, Naley, Hope, Priest. These are all guys to go now. Crosby. Dorner. What is he doing here? Naylor. Not doing here anything. And we are going to go and harass some more people. 3rd division here. Where's that guy that I really like? Hatley. He's in Hull City. Hatley is a 36-year-old guy who has like fantastic attributes for this level, and look how cheap he is. I mean, you can't deny that this guy is going to be a weapon in your team. Absolutely. Like, in any way, like anywhere, he's going to be a star. That is for sure. Got that. What else do we have here? Lincoln. Lincoln has some players like Miller and Bimpson, the left back. This is a decent left back. You can see that his rating is 70 despite his speed being low and other attributes as such, but there you go. There's Bimpson hopefully coming our way. So we got 2 other bids on. I want to go to Fulham because I really want to see if I can sign the guy, like one of my favorite players pretty much. that you can find called Peter Beardsley, man. Peter Beardsley is 200,000, totally worth pounds, like 200,000 pounds that I'm easily gonna pay and pay him well. This guy is an absolute legend. He's an international for England. He was a legend for Newcastle. He's a great player, and you just can't miss out on guys like this. They're too damn good. We'll leave it as it is, see how it goes, because offer-wise, I'm still alright. I still have some cash, but sure, we'll conserve this. So after I requested the service, the toilet, you can see that it's here too, right? The toilet is now 1 week away from being completed. It's going to cost another 50, so you got to keep an eye. See if you don't get bankrupt, and everything will be alright. I'm going to go into the tactics. Why am I going to do that? Because I want to make sure that all the guys I have thus far have the right situation going for them, the right positions on the table here. So that looks alright. From a lot of ways, that looks alright. This guy's pretty bad. So I should get like Naylor a shot. Roberts is even worse. Roberts should be on the list. It's not even Naylor. We'll cut him some slack. For now, of course. But that is pretty much what's gonna happen here. Yeah, that's it pretty much. Always keep an eye on these attributes like quality. That's very important. Like Gregan is never ever gonna be a sub here. Ever. With that level of quality, there is no chance whatsoever that he's actually gonna hold a position of relevance in my team. And who am I gonna put there? I have no idea. But I'm gonna put like Roberts there just because, or not. Fuck it, I'm gonna put Devos. And leave it as it is because I'll only be allowed to have 3 subs. As I said before, so don't forget to throw your add-ons here. Training, and it's fundamental. You don't want to be losing your time. Thompson is another example. Bird, McDonald. And as I said, like, see, a random player that I already had training here. So all the attributes increased 1 point. Handling, passing, dribbling, heading, tackling, shooting. This will only go until 5. So when shooting, for example, is 52 here, if I want the shooting to progress, I'll have to put shooting. Don't leave this shit in general for more than 5 weeks or you will lose a week of training, and it's stupid if you do. It's just stupid. I'm gonna go into the result mode so this thing flows a little bit faster and you see and you can see like how this thing progresses a bit. See if we can get into some level and get some signings. So as you can see, the attendance was shit. This is the money I have, even though the prices are at 5. I lost that game, as you saw. It's kind of random. I don't like the results too much. I prefer to play with highlights. But it is what it is. Oh, look at that. Barrett scored 4 goals. Wow. It is totally random, though. As you can see, no week has passed yet. And this is the last fixture, like the last friendly match. The first fixture of the season is going to come after this. So here we go. This is the mid-table. This is the objective. We got to fulfill that objective or we're going to be fired as well. Don't forget those criteria. Positive money, at least 16 guys on the team, right? And fulfill the objectives or you're screwed. Pretty much you're screwed. You're just going to be fired and that's the end of it. Nothing else you can do. The team rating, as you can see with a few signings that are still like training, moved up to 66, which is fantastic, let's be honest. And we'll do this one because the week is going to pass after that. Let's see if we have more signings. That was the toilet. Bardsley rejects. Hatley is in. Bimson is in. Devos is going to go. Crosby is going to go. Whoever this guy is going to go. Hopefully this guy is going to go too. So selling, and selling more. This is what we need to do. We need to sell, guys, and sell, because the majority are really, really bad. Who else? Got Hope, Gregan. So Bimson is the new left back. Look at that, 69, way better, way better. Let's not pretend here. Atley, 72. So with that, I will say goodbye to Atkinson, I suppose. Yep. But he's not going to play there. Hatley is going to play there. Brumwell can play there. No, not really. I'm going to put Brumwell here on the right side, and I'm going to put Oliver as an inside left There is that option. If not, central midfielder is fine. Central midfielder, attacking forward, center, right midfielder, central midfielder, left winger. So the team is pretty damn offensive now. We need some more stuff. So Hatley training, Bimson training. That is what it is. And these guys are only here for a week. But for example, Roberts now, it's 56, 58, 53, 55. So 2 points up. And again, another week. What does that mean? New staff available. And see what is there. If you can find anything else with 5 stars. The dribbling guy is what we're missing there. Not really. Wait again. There's no rush. Playing at home against Swansea. We cannot get our dear friend. We're going to try again anyway. It's not easy to get Beardsley. Like, Beardsley is so good that I understand completely if they don't want to sell him. I wouldn't want to sell him. But I'm going to give him 100,000. Why not? And free if relegated. Why not? So here we are. This is our team. As you can see, 66 still, but it's going to improve a lot. Just a matter of playing. Just a matter of playing. Even if we lose, it will only improve because the players are training. The players are playing. No Beardsley for me. Ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen. Another one gone. It's always good. Who else do I have here to sell? I have, so 1, 2, 3. Regan, Barnard. So Regan for sure. Regan, Barnard can go. Regan, Barnard, and the goalkeeper. Regan. Where's Barnard? There. These 2 can go in the goalkeeper as well. Those 3 are the ideal situation to sell. Absolutely. There are more players we could try to get if we really, really want. Let's go to Rotherham and get Bowman. Rotherham. Central defender. Bowman. Where is he? There he is. 200,000. Why not? You can see how good he is. It's no secret. Give him a 50,000, which is not a lot per year. I mean, it has a decent contract, and the thing keeps increasing, as you can see. So the toilets are done. For example, let's improve. So toilets, let's keep improving. Let's get her, let's get a small club shop. That's so cheap. That's just so cheap. We owe that ourselves. All right, so we signed Bowman. The works are done. Adios, Barnard, hopefully. Goodbye. That's another one down. Now Bryden is going to go as well into the bench because I got Bowman here. Bowman is way better. Like, way better. Shut. I might leave him there. Atkinson and Shut. Short. Why not? Who cares? Bowman. Training. What's the story with the training? So, 4 points. These guys are 5. So, the original ones now, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, as you can see. So, Priest. Handling. And I can only get 5 on handling. Who else is here for long? No, this is only 3 weeks. This is only 4. So you gotta keep an eye. These guys are done. Bryden, for example, is done. So I'm gonna put heading on Bryden because I can easily foresee that the tackling is gonna be for the top dogs, I suppose. Who here on the midfield deserves? So I got Oliver, Brumwell, and Lowe. Oliver, Brumwell, and Lowe. Okay, so Brummel, Lowe, and Oliver. And these guys are with me from the beginning. As you can see, they already developed 5 points, 5 points, 5 points. So there they are. These guys 3 points. 4 points for McDonald. 4 points for Bird. So the only guy is actually Naylor. I'm going to put shooting thus far. These guys are almost complete and beginning to be individualized. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to play Rotherham now. Lost at home. Again, it's very random here. Even though you have the quality, and eventually I will be promoted even if I just keep on resulting myself through. But I prefer to put a little bit of highlights in my type of game. But so you go, right? I think you can get like a pretty decent idea of what this game is about. And you can keep going. So week 5, as I said before, when you get to week 35, then you'll have a player there from your Youth Scout, which is kind of a long time, I know. And it's going to take another year almost to train him, or more, sometimes more than 40 weeks easily. Easily. I'm not even joking, it's absolutely true, which is, I know, crazy, to say the least. Let's say this guy, whatever. Inside left, why not? No, he's not. He's an inside right. There you go. So this guy is suspended for a game, that's fine. Here, the works didn't even start. If you look at the fixtures, I've been playing like constantly, I suppose. So this guy is up to 5 now, as you can see. So handling, only handling for him. Handling for him. Bowman just arrived. He was the last signing. That guy is in 4. Thompson is done. So Thompson goes for tackling as well. These guys, I don't really care about them, to be honest. Whatever. Maybe I'll throw these two on heading. Just because I can. These guys are in 4. McDonald is in 5. So McDonald's going to go shooting. Bird isn't bad. Going to go shooting too. So 1 to go and 1 to go. 1 week to go, 1 week to go. This guy is still a little bit behind the rest. Right, we got a defender to sell at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Gregan, Bryden. So it's Gregan and Bryden as well, I suppose, right? Yeah. Or Hope. Yeah, Hope is even worse. Just sell this guy. Hope. Goodbye, Hope, if I can. Alright. Alright. Brighton and HA. But so far I think you saw already how much my team has improved. So for example, the opponents are 62, right? Assistant manager. Now I can see the opponents as well. Oh, there you go. Psychologist. There you go. It's going to be a super increase there now. Groundsman. Boom. 5 stars. There you go. This is what we wanted from the beginning. That means that we got to restart our freaking search, which is annoying, but it's worth it. It is worth it, guys. Just go for the top. Lost a few weeks, but it's all part of the process, I suppose. If you can, do that little trick that I was telling you about. Just make sure that you restart the game and only be satisfied when... See, this guy, 88. He's going to go to 99, no problem, which is the top. In shooting and in dribbling, probably in passing as well if I put him there. If not heading, probably that's what I'm going to go for. Usually my strikers are shooting, heading, and dribbling. And I go from there. So opponent, 62. And we are 72 already with our signings and stuff. And as you can see, we still have plenty of cash because we're selling a lot of guys from the team that are completely useless. Let's put some floodlights here on the stadium. I think they deserve it. We don't have any injuries yet, but we will soon, and we will need a physiotherapist with some dignity there that can actually do something for these guys. So, as you can see, even like this, we are moving forward. Now, for example, let's go highlights. And this team is going, see, a little bit centralized in the middle as well. They're not fucking around. And when it comes to tactics, I think the ones that work the most is the ones that concentrate more players between the area in the midfield, not like a front, but just in front of the area in general. That is the best option. So highlight here, nothing for me. As you can see, my goalkeeper probably is going to collect that. Yep. And here we go again. There's Baird. There goes Baird. Nothing can stop Baird with that 84 speed. Boom. Goal. In the face of Hartlepool. And again we go, and Baird, just like that, from a shitty goal kick. As you can see, my team is not going to struggle too much to get promoted. Not promoted to the first division either. Then when you get to the Premier League to win the league, it's going to be a little bit more complicated because you got teams like Manchester United. We're talking about the Manchester United of Sir Ferguson, right? And they're not a joke. Not even close. You got other good teams as well. You got some tricky tactics as well. But to move up, it's pretty fucking easy. Let's be honest. It's just easy. And you will have a blast doing this. This is a game I really recommend if you wanna play. I really, really recommend. And as you can see, my players now are all getting a lot of rating at the moment. Like they're becoming really good slowly for this level. Of course, as you can see, I have some 70 somethings. I got an 80, I got a 78, a 77. I mean, the average team rating is 72, and my opponents are on the lines of 62, 63, stuff like that. So we're not exactly in the same planet here now already, and it's pretty decent that we're not, right? At least I am totally for that. Let me just do another one. Alright, another win. Sure. Sure. Let's save this as new demo. And I'm going to show you now a developed save that I have with Mansfield, for example. Developed, not even, I didn't even win the league yet, but you'll see what I mean. So this is my team here in Mansfield, right? Oh, Cup Winners' Cup final. There you go. I am second in the Premier League, so this is my first year in the Premier League, and I made it to the final of the Cup Winners' Cup final because I won the Cup last year, right? You still have the Cup Winners' Cup, you got the UEFA Cup. Look at my staff is perfect, of course. I mean, this is far into the save. My scout is still looking for more players, and I have already 2 guys here that I'm training. As you can see, when they're training here, they will increase speed, quality, everything, right? Everything. And this guy, for example, he has these attributes very well developed, but he doesn't have a lot of potential. He's been training here for ages, and he's still pretty crappy. Look at this guy. He's pretty crappy too. But not everything is crappy. For example, look at this Jackson, who has a 10-year contract, and he makes shit money. Look at him. Just look at this animal. 99, 99, 99, 87, 84, 86, 88. I mean, he is a demon. Look at Shevchenko now. He's got an average of 85. Sure, this can change, but look at this. His shooting is going to 90. I mean, he's just a machine. Let me see another guy that I brought up here. This guy, Campbell. Look at Lee Campbell. Speed and quality. I mean, these guys take ages. Look at his value. 14 million. How much is Jackson worth? 10. So you can see how worth it is to actually promote these guys. Burgess was another guy that I just promoted this year. He's not very good, as you can see, but he's got the handling there, coming to the top. And he will have it, for sure. It's just like he didn't have enough time. The rating is at only 80. It's nothing fantastic. The tactic is the one that I was showing you. I guess the 4-3-3, and I'm not very different here when it comes to my approach. Playing Feyenoord, they have Van Bronckhorst, for example. Kornev, Wonderen. I mean, they're 82 overall, so that's actually a better rating than mine. Let's be honest here. See what we can do. If you want to witness this little game, I got the highlights on. It's not the last game of the year, but we're getting there. I want to show you then, when it transitions the season, those players that are 99, 99, and you already trained them into that, they will drop into 89. You always lose like 10 points, so you have to train a little bit. The guys again, my lord, I'm going to get hammered here, and I am. Fair enough. Like, those attributes that are 99, they're going to drop into 89, right? You're going to drop 10 points, and then you have to train them again for a good bit until you get to the maximum potential. But I'm getting a hammer here. Lord. Because Lawrence is a right midfielder. I hope he's not going to shoot. Oh, he's going to shoot. Oh, fucking hell, and he scored. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest with you. The comeback, is it? Not really. I thought I had that one. Nope. That's not my highlight. Here we go. So Jackson, that superstar that was made up here in Mansfield. Attacking with a great shot in the bar. And a rebound, and he scores. Beautiful. Still not out. Oh, we were losing 3-0. That's fantastic. Look, I still have athlete. I still have this cheap guy because I have been investing on the stadium, and facilities and shit. And I got to a certain level. Now I'm just like buying players slowly, one by one. I'm gonna get the Roberto Carlos, the Nilssons, like the superstars. One by one, I'll get them all. That's for sure. I'm not gonna win this Cup Winners' Cup. I'm gonna lose this final,
Really holding up the ball well.
which is a crazy match. You can see here. It's a good demonstration of what a brilliant match, I guess, or at this level is. We were pretty lucky there, but they got it. Now they're attacking. So this can only go bad for me. Let's just skip it. Didn't suffer, but we lost. Alright. Cup Winners' Cup, not me. Now I'm going to play against Southend, and I'm going to show you what I was talking about. So you see 99, 99, blah, 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 blah. Let's just wrap up this season. This is for the Cup. I don't know if I'm going to win, but I hope I am. I don't know why they're attacking, but they are. Give me a little scare. Shevchenko is going to go for this free kick from there to Lawrence, which is weird, and Atlee collects. Atlee to the post with some strength, but not a... Shevchenko recovers the ball there. This is like the engine of the game. It's pretty... it's decent. As I say, this game is so entertaining, guys. It can keep you going for a while. You can get all the stars you like. All of them are there. Oh, great. That guy has been sent off. Never a good thing. Never a good thing. What can I do? Not a...
Well, you won't see a better goal than that.
Gotta look at it. Now Lawrence through the middle. Doesn't pass the ball to anyone. Lawrence is very selfish, isn't he? Got a corner here. Fickling is going to cross. Fickling, guys. Because the other guy is injured, actually. But I still have Fickling in the bench. A guy that I bought in the first season. Because he is decent. In fairness, he is decent. Southend. Still attacking. With some threat. Now Shevchenko gets the ball. Let's see if he scores. I just want to show you the next season. Pretty much that's my big goal here. Let's speed it up a bit. Okay, now we're winning. 3-4-1. Another attack. Let's see what Jackson can do. Let's watch him. Jackson. Boom. Saved. And that rebound was not on point. Not even close. Shevchenko from the midfield. Last game of the season. Last efforts. He's getting pretty tired, as you can see. That black bar there is increasing a lot. And that's at the end. Alright, so this is the end of the season. FA Cup champion. Runners-up on the Cup Winners' Cup. I was second in the league, so I should be... Look at this. 46 goals for Shevchenko. You'll get like crazy stats like that. Crazy. Manager of the year. Even though I didn't win the league, I was second place. This is what I got. Nothing special. 808. Nothing to brag about. And then I'm going to choose Mansfield again, obviously. Going to choose some random Portuguese clubs there for friendlies. Doesn't even matter. Bowling has left your club as the contract wasn't renewed. I didn't renew care either. But again, I didn't need to. As you can see, I have exactly the minimum. The 16 players you need so you don't get relegated. I mean, not relegated, but you will lose the game. You will just literally forfeit. As you can see here, what I was telling you, so drop to 89, 89, 87. The bummer about this is when you put them training, and I wanted to show you this, is you go to general, which you're going to get like your 5 in the attributes that weren't trained, like passing is going to go to 91, handling is going to go to 24, so forth and so on. Tackling is going to go to 64. But shooting, heading, and dribbling that I invested on myself in my own time, whatever, they will not move until I actually specialize the training there, right? So you come to start to a point where you have to ponder if it's worth it or not. Look at Jackson. Those 3 were 99. And now they are all 89, right? Look, the only thing that's going to increase are handling, passing, and tackling. The things that I did not train, all right, with the general training. So these are little things. Keep an eye on. Same story with Beardsley. Look at him. The passing is 94 because I didn't even train it. His passing is just perfect off the bat. Then dribbling, heading, and shooting that were all 99. I'll have to go again and give him 10, 10, 10. So that's almost like 30 weeks just for Bardsley to get leveled up as he was in the end of the season, last season. So this is how the game rolls. This is how it works. And of course, the youth as well, they trained more. So they developed more during this interval. It's a few weeks there, so there they are, just getting better and better, but still not those players that you want to see. There's still a long way to go if you want to see something out of them. Ideally, this bar would always be 70 at least. I could have like a 70 in these four fundamental speed, stamina, what is it, agility, aggression, sorry, and quality. Fundamentally, quality and speed, man. Quality determines everything. No quality, no good player. The stadium here now, as you can see, is already improved. Like the car park here, the work, like the services are done for a long time. Of course, facilities, all is done. The seats I'm currently improving there. So you can see that there's still 18 weeks to go to pay 2,400,000. But I have 4.3 in the bank, so I'm totally comfortable doing this investment. And I should actually sign someone else to support me. Because Christie, for example, is just like decorative, as well as parking. And I need some sort of bench. For example, this guy leaves now, Lawrence, right? Who am I going to put in his place? And I need someone to actually replace Lawrence directly. Not to mention the central defender here, Thompson, that I have for a long time. He's decent, but he's not that decent. He's just not that decent. Bimson is still there. That's my left back. I mean, come on. We need to improve this team dramatically. Waste some time, look at the guys, see what you can do. And yeah, guys, this is pretty much the game. This is the game. This is Premier Manager 98. I hope you guys understood what I try to tell you. I'm sorry if it sounded a little bit confusing, but there's a lot to go through here. Even though the game is so simple, it's super fun to play, right? Just choose your mode here if you want to go highlights, brief, watch results, whatever. Define your team, explore the world here. Like you can just buy from anywhere. For example, I'll give you a little stimulus here. Flamengo, Junior Baiano, Zé Carlos, Romario is there. Look at Romario at 31, quality 97, speed 90. He's an animal. He's an animal. Look at São Paulo here. Danielson, 95, 92. Look at this. This guy is an animal. And he's still 20 years old, and he's always going to be 20 years old. Let's look at Defino, Italy. Where is he? Where is he? Here. Phenomenal. Ronaldo, the one and only. Nazario. This guy is probably the best player in the game. Look at him. You only need to train tackling. You just put him on general. He's already like 99, 99, 99, 99, and just put him on tackling, I guess, for the rest of the season. 16 million pounds for a reason, 21 years old. Genius. Everything is above 9. Speed, stamina, aggression, quality. Prime meat. You have Paolo Maldini as well. I don't think he needs an intro either. He's the best left back probably of the game. If not, our dear amigo Roberto Carlos, that we know who he is very well. He is a beast. We got a super Luis Figo as well. Where is he? I love Figo. He's great. Great. We got Batistuta and Rui Costa in Fiorentina, for example. Gabriel Omar Batistuta, another guy that needs no introductions. And Manuel Rui da Costa, another animal. I mean, this is just a world of joy, guys. It's from that same generation of games. That's what I was saying. The engine is a little bit different, more simpler. You can have a lot of fun. And I absolutely recommend you guys try this out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you soon. Goodbye, guys. Ciao.